Hi ladies, my name is Brianna Clemens. I'm from Brandenburg, Kentucky, and I have been selling Senegence since December of 2016. Recently, I have implemented a team building strategy that has proven to be extremely effective. And in this video, I'm going to lay out for you how I have been successful in recruiting and how it works. Okay, so often when we come into this business, we think, okay, I know I need to build a team, but I don't know where to start. And if you've been to any corporate trainings or any local trainings, you're hearing wow, book, demo, direct, right? That is the secret sauce, so they say. But if you're like me, you need steps. Those are great steps, but I also need very practical things that I can do and things that I know, okay, Brianna, you do this every single day. These are the things you do. These are your income producing activities that you do today to team build. Okay, so I'm going to tell you my recruiting method, and I call this the method of 50. I should come up with a better name for that, but and it's very basic. It requires a lot of time. Not a lot of time. I should say it requires a lot of dedication and it requires a lot of follow through. So if you're not great at following up, get better at it because that is the secret to success in this business. Okay. Every month on the 1st, I start with a list of at least 50 people. You may be listening to this right now and you're like, I don't know 50 people. I can't come up with 50 people. Guess what? You know 50 people and you've got to come up with them. Okay. So you're going to write down this list of 50. On this list, I'm going to tell you how to think of these people, okay? The first 20 people on your list are going to be your best customers. They are going to be people who have spent a lot of money with you since you've started. They're going to be people that you know already love the product and could benefit from at least the discount, if not running their business. That's 20 people, okay? Go back through your Square or your PayPal invoices and find them from there, okay? Those are your first 20. Your next 10 people are your absolute girl, boss, babes, dream team. It can be anybody. It can be a beauty blogger that you admire. You don't have to know these people. They're your dream team, okay? It could be Ellen DeGeneres. It could be Miss America. It doesn't matter. Have 10 of those people that you think would be your runners. They're the people that would be incredible. They're confident, they're bold, they're outgoing, they're not afraid to share what they love. They're people who are active on social media. That's your dream team. You're going to have 10 dream team ladies. The next 10 people are going to be people that you know it could seriously benefit. They're going to be single moms that when you scroll through your Facebook news feed, you see that she's struggling to pay bills or that she can't get a babysitter because money is tight. They're going to be women that you know are stressed because of bills or women who you know don't have a good connection with other women. They're going to be women that when you think of these people, you think, man, if only they could accept this Senegence opportunity like I have, I could see a change in their life. You have 10 of those people. Okay, now the next 10 people on your list are going to be random people. You can get them from anywhere. It can be a friend from childhood. It can be new people that you meet when you're out wowing, people from a Facebook party, people you met at a demo, people you met at a trade show. These are going to be 10 random people, okay? So you've got 20 customers, 10 girl bosses, 10 people it could help, and 10 random people. Now, I'm going to teach you how to interact with each group of people based on what's best for them. Okay, first let's talk about your 20 customers. Your 20 customers are ladies that the discount would benefit. Okay, they're spending a lot of money with you. Yes, you're super excited that they're your customers, but also if it were you and you knew you were going to spend $300 on lipstick, in the next 2 months, wouldn't you want that discount? Okay, so what I do for these people is I message them and I say, hey girl, I love having you as a customer, but I feel like I need to tell you that you could at least be getting 20% off of these products, if not 50%. I'm all about a bargain, and I know you value a deal too, so I feel like it would be wrong of me if I didn't share this opportunity with you. Now, you have to present this as an opportunity. It is not to pad your pocket. It is not to build your team. It is to change their life. That is what is going to build your team. One of the secrets I have for doing this is when I message these girls, I go back through my Square reports and I say the cool thing about Senegence is you only have to meet a $200 retail minimum in 6 months. Guess what? You have spent $343 with me in the last 3 months. Okay, so what that does is it puts in their head, okay, well, I'm already spending the money on these products. Why would I not do it? Why would I not want 20% off? Because I'm obviously going to spend it. I love my products. That's how you're going to approach those people. You're going to approach your 20 customers on a practical level. Now let's talk about your girl bosses. These are your bloggers. These are your famous people. These are your Miss Americas, okay? You're going to approach these people on a confidence/ego level. Now, it's very different from how you're going to approach people that you know could change their lives. You're going to approach these girls in a way that says, you're amazing. You would be amazing at this. You can do this, and you can run $1 million business with my help, okay? I don't know everything about Senegence, but guess what? I've been in this business. I've learned so much, and I would love to impart that knowledge to you because your raw talent could take my experience, put it together, and run. Okay, these girls, you are going to play on their confidence, and you're going to say, you're incredible. You would be so stinking good at this, and I believe in you. Now, let me compare that to how you're going to approach the single mom or the girl who's struggling with bills. You would not go up to a girl who has no confidence and say, you're going to be a total boss and you're going to sell $1 million worth of lipstick, because instantly they're going to say, no, that's not me. I can't do that. Okay. You're going to approach them on a level that shows the opportunity and shows the story. Okay. You're going to approach them in a way that says, even if you don't feel confident, this is what can happen with Senegence. This is what can happen with a company that has a 50% profit margin and one of the most amazing compensation plans in all of direct sales. These girls, you're going to share your story. And if you don't have a story yet, guess what? You're going to borrow your uplines, or you're going to borrow mine. And if you want to know my story, send me a message because I would love to share it with you. About 2 days before Thanksgiving in 2016, my husband lost his job. He went to work and he thought he just had a day with his boss and they were going to ride around and have lunch together. And his boss said, we've had budget cuts. We don't need you anymore. There was no notice. There was no forewarning at all. I signed up to sell Senegence to kind of make some money in the meantime so that my husband didn't have to start a job that he hated just because he felt like he had to bring home a paycheck. Since then, it's changed our lives. We're putting money in the bank. We've paid off all of our debt except for our mortgage. No, that doesn't happen with everybody, but if you put your heart into this business, the opportunity is so great. One of the best stories I share is when we first got married. We've been married 8 years. My husband had a 72 Chevy pickup truck and it was his baby. He loved this truck. We drove away from our wedding in this truck. It was like, you know how guys are in their trucks, right? So when we needed money for the down payment on our first house, he sold that truck. And it was the most selfless thing. And to some of y'all, that might sound silly, but to my husband, that was his pride and joy. Like, now it's not because we have children, right? Now they're his pride and joy. But to a 20-year-old boy, that's his pride and joy. When I started selling Senegence, I was able to find the exact same make and model of that truck, and I bought that truck back for him because I said, I saw your selfless act. I'm in a position now where I can repay that because of Senegence. And it made me feel so good to do that for him because previously I had been asking him for money to buy his own Christmas gifts. Y'all, this has changed my life, okay? When you present this opportunity to those girls who are unsure of themselves, who are not confident, you are going to share your story and you're going to say, this is what is possible for you if you take this leap. If you take this $55 leap of faith, I will hold your hand, I will guide you through, and girl, I will teach you how to run this business. That's how you're going to approach them. You're going to approach them humbly. You're not going to approach them saying, you need to sell $1 million worth of lipstick. You're going to approach them by saying, this can help out your family. This can change your life. This can give you confidence. This can give you girlfriends. Now, the last group of people, the last 10, is going to be a little different because you're going to have to decide where you got these people on your list, and you're going to have to decide how to approach them. So my tips for that are, be considerate of how you thought of them. If they are not confident, approach them on a humble level. If they are girl boss, tell them that you believe in them. Tell them that you know how good they can be at this. So discern that for yourself, and you can totally do that. Now, you say, I have my list of 50, Brianna. What the heck do I do with it? On the first of every month, I send everybody a message and I say, this is the opportunity, blah, 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 blah. These are not cold messages. These are people that I'm in contact with. These are people that I have some kind of connection with, that they would not be like, she's messaging me out of the blue to ask if I'll sell lipstick for her. So when you message these people, you're keeping that in mind. So you're not sounding spammy, right? So out beside their name, and this is a physical list. Do not do this on your phone. Do not do this in the notes of your phone. Do not do this in an app. This is in a list that stays beside your bed every single day, okay? This is your master list. Now, you write beside their name what day you asked them. So this month I wrote 5/1, and then you write their response. So one girl said, I'm building a house. I can't do it right now, but I love the idea of it. So beside her name, I have a date I asked, a reason she said yes, no, or maybe, and then a follow-up date. So beside her name, I wrote 5/1, says she's building a house, can't do it right now, follow up in 2 months. And then I'll write July 1st, okay? When I have a hard no, and they say, that's great, I'm just not up for this opportunity, but thank you so much for asking, I highlight them in a big fat red, okay? I know not to waste my time on them this month. Maybe I can revisit it in 3, 4, 5 months, but right now I'm gonna respect their wishes. If they give me a maybe and they're wishy-washy, or they love the idea but they're nervous, I highlight them in yellow. Now, my yellow people, I make it a point to contact every day. When I say contact, I don't mean get on there and say, hey, have you decided yet? Hey, do you want to be on my team yet? Hey, you gonna sell some lipstick yet? No, the way you're gonna contact them is very subtle. You're going to like a post. You're going to get your name in their news feed. Now, what that's gonna do is it's gonna jog their memory that you sent them a message that they were flaky about. And it's going to keep them thinking about you all month without hounding them, because you don't want to hound them. You don't want to make it sound like you were spammy, where you said, do you want to be on my team? And they said maybe, and then you didn't follow up, which makes you sound like not a very good business person and not a very dedicated team manager. So you're casually following up without following up. Does that make sense? So like their posts, tell them their kids are cute. Keep that relationship genuinely legit, okay? It's gonna jog their memory, and it's gonna jog your memory to continue checking in with them. Write a date beside that says, I follow up on May 14th. I'll message you. That way she's waiting for your message. She's expecting you to follow up. Then you can work through whatever hesitation she has. If she has questions, add your upline. Add a Senegence distributor who is confident and who can give you some third-party validation to work through their struggle with signing up, okay? But the important thing about this method is you have got to follow up. You have got to be in constant contact with your yellows. Those are your maybes. You got to leave your reds alone. Now let me tell you about your greens. Your greens are your girls that say go. They say, yes, ma'am, sign me up. I'm going to do it. Might be hard. I'm not really certain, but I want to do it. Your greens are your girls that you are actively checking in with and actively saying, what can I do for you? You want to be the best upline you can. You don't want to do it for them, but you better be in their corner, okay? If you are signing up girls and you don't know what you're doing, ask your upline. You don't have to have it all figured out to build a team. You really don't. But you do need to be dedicated enough that when they ask you a question and you don't know the answer, you say, hold please, let me figure it out and let's learn it together. So that is my way of recruiting. Red, green, yellow. My reds I leave alone. My yellows I stay in constant contact with, and I make sure to follow up with them on the date I said I was going to follow up. Statistically, you're going to hear 10 no's for every one yes. So the more no's you get, the closer you are to a yes. Every time I get a no, I'm like, yes, because that means I'm one step closer. So if you have big team building goals, feel free to send me a message, talk about this method with me. I would love to answer any questions you may have. I'm really excited to hear how it works for y'all. And I would love some feedback too. It has been very, very successful for me. The first month I implemented this method, I signed up 19 girls. No, not all are active, but I worked really hard to get them qualified and to at least get them a good start with their business if they decided they wanted to make this a really profitable business. So thank you so much for listening to this training. Share it with your team. You're more than welcome. And I hope it works really great for you all. So thank you so much for letting me share my heart and my experience and the little bit of wisdom I have gained with this company.